Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel, Starting Over with Cherie. So, it is Thursday. When I'm going to, so my eye is itching right now. I have got to set my timer because as I mentioned to you guys yesterday, my goal is not to talk more than 30 minutes. So give me a second to set this timer here. Let's see. Okay, the timer is set. Oh, it's been a long day. So I kind of mentioned yesterday that I was going to, my goal was to do run walk intervals today. But I didn't do run walk intervals. I probably did something better. Today, Brandy, I'm going to call her Brandy. Brandy and I walked, right? We both put on our weighted vest again and we walked 4 miles in these hilly streets of Nutley, New Jersey. Yes, we did. So, as I was walking this morning in Nutley, right? Nutley, New Jersey, I was comparing Nutley to Elk Grove, right? Elk Grove, California. And it just feels so different. Like, yeah. And Nutley, like there are like lots of little small shops. It's suburban, right? But things are closer together. Houses are closer together. The little business establishments are kind of closer together. The streets are more narrow, right? I noticed that the streets are narrow. Whereas in Elk Grove, right? Some places in Sacramento as well, the streets are wider. It's more wider. The houses, some of them are close together too, but it's just the whole architecture, the construction, everything it's really, really different. Like Nutley is like more like a small city vibe, and Elk Grove is bigger. I would say family oriented. You know what? Nutley is probably family oriented too. But it's just the way the houses are built and the parks are built. One thing I noticed about Nutley that stands out a lot is just how green and beautiful it is. And it's because, of course, it rains. It rains a lot here in New Jersey, and also the humidity. And it does not rain like that in Elk Grove, California. It does not rain. But as I was walking with Brandy this morning, I was just admiring, the greenery, the beautiful trees, the lawns, the grass, the parks. It was just so nice. It's just so nice. I mean, we do have parks and things like that in California, but I do miss seeing all the green, that's on the East Coast, on New Jersey. So I just wanted to mention that to you guys, that I was just recognizing the differences. So we walked past this place called Sugar Tree, and Brandy was telling me that it's a nice little vibe. It's a nice coffee shop. So I plan to go there one day while I'm here and to do to work or whatever, or catch up on some reading, because I love visiting coffee shops. So that was nice. We also walked past, we went to Clifton Commons, right? And I lived in Patterson, right, all my life, right? And I can't believe I've never been to Clifton Commons. And so that was a nice little walk there. We walked past, Burlington. There was like an Applebee's. There's lots of nice shops and everything. And it was a nice walk. Now, the difference too with walking in Nutley, New Jersey versus Elk Grove, California, it's a lot of hills. It is hilly. I feel like I got more of a workout today walking up them hills. Walking up all those hills. I feel like I got more of a workout today than I did when I did my intervals Monday. Because those hills are no joke. Just imagine wearing a weighted vest, right? It's humid, it's hot, and walking up and down hills. I mean, it was good. It was a good workout. It's what I needed. And so I felt really good about that. But, it was just interesting. It was really interesting. I noticed a lot of things during my walk. So as Brandy and I were walking, we had some really good conversations this morning. We were talking about her first grade teacher. So here's the thing, the funny thing. Brandy's first grade teacher. Brandy's first grade teacher, her name is Miss Mathis. She actually was everyone's first grade teacher. All of my children had her as a first grade teacher. My best friend, Carolyn, Linda's mother, Brandy's mother, and her son and Brandy, they both had the same first grade teacher. All the cousins in the family, they all had the same first grade teacher. And Brandy had shared with me today that she always wanted to be a teacher. And so Miss Matthews, the first grade teacher, she was aware of that too, because Brandy knew first grade. She knew she wanted to be a teacher. So the first grade teacher that all the children, all the cousins had, she retired about 2 years ago. And so, you know, as a teacher, she would kind of like use the same themes, you know, for each, because she taught first grade, each class. Oh, and I want to mention, Brandy teaches first grade as well. So when she retired 2 years ago, she gave Brandy all of her, you know, all of her stuff, all of her props, all of her, whatever she used to teach first grade with. She handed that down to Brandy, and I feel like that was like a full circle moment. And I know that that teacher, Miss Matthews, I know her very well because she had all 4 of my children. She was their first grade teacher, all 4 of them, and I know that for her was a full circle moment for her. And I know she's really proud, as am I, when she looks at Brandy and she thinks about Brandy. You know, because Brandy, like I said, Brandy has gone through so much. But to teach Brandy, she taught Brandy, right? When Brandy was in first grade, and now Brandy is an adult and she's a teacher, and Brandy's actually teaching first grade as well. So I don't know. I just think that's great. I think that's, you know, I just think that's pretty awesome, you know. So I just wanted to talk about that, the first grade teacher, Miss Matthews. And, you know, she was such a good teacher, such a good teacher. She just left a really good impression. She's very, you know, impressionable with all the children. All the kids remember her. And I remember her too, because I was always there. So yeah, that was something I just wanted to talk about. So after Brandy and I, let me see. I'm going off on a tangent here, but I'm not editing this out. I'm not editing this out, guys. I told you. So what else did we see? I said we walked past Burlington. We walked past Memorial Park. Oh, you know what else? We're talking about Brandy's mom, Carolyn, aka my best friend. Brandy remembered my favorite drink because her mom and I used to have the same favorite drink, and it was amaretto sour. I haven't had it in a long time, but Brandy remembered it, and she's talking about it today. I'm like, wow, it was just so great. I just love being here, being around her, because there's just so many good memories, and she just, being around her makes me miss her mom in such a good way. Not like in a sad way, but in a good way. And so when we finished our walk, right, we got back here, and she was cooking, right? She cooked breakfast, and her boyfriend helped me. Helped her, you know, she cooked. And just watching her cook, right, and her boyfriend there, it just made me think about her mom and dad, Howard and Caroline. Because whenever I would come and visit, even before I even moved to California, they'd always be cooking, because her father loved to cook. He was such a great cook. And Caroline, she was really good at cooking breakfast. So what was Brandy doing? She was doing the same thing that her mom would do if she was still alive, and then her boyfriend was helping, which is what Howard would do if he was still alive. So it was just kind of nice, you know. Just, you know, it just felt like I was like living those moments again through Brandy and her boyfriend, who I call my nephew. So yeah, it was just really great, and they're really spoiling me. They are spoiling me, cooking, and it's just great. I am enjoying it while I can, because it's gonna be over with in another week and a half or so. But yeah, it's just great. And another thing that I noticed too, while being here with Brandy, is my daughter, my middle child, Tori, who I call Muffin. Tori and Brandy are close, just like me and Carolyn, Brandy's mom. We're close. And it's just nice to see generations of friendship, because they're close just like how me and Carolyn were close. It's just nice watching them, because when I see them together, it makes me think about me and Carolyn. So it's just nice. It's just nice to see that they're, they're just, like I said, it's just generations of friendship. They're continuing, So that was nice too. I don't know. It just makes me very happy. It makes me feel warm and fuzzy, inside, to see our daughters acting or behaving in the same manner that me and Carolyn did. So it's just great. Just great watching them. And I was just really impressed too by the way Brandy cooks, because she's good. She has inherited her cooking skills from her parents. Because her food is pretty good. She made today. She made some type of it was English muffins with eggs and cheese and some shrimp on top of it. So it's good. And then the other day she had made something. It was so good. With English muffin, like miniature pizzas. I don't know how she did. I got to get the recipe for her, because I'm definitely want to make those when I go home. I'm like, look at Brandy cooking like her mom and dad. So that was nice too. So so I'm just thinking about the excuse me, I got this dry cough. The service, the funeral is going to be next weekend. And while it will be a sad occasion, it's also going to be somewhat like a reunion, because you get to see people that you haven't seen in a long time. I mean, the circumstances aren't great, but it's always nice to get together and see people or family that you haven't seen in a long time. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Not the sad part though, but just the part, seeing people that I haven't seen in a long time. Looking forward to that. Another thing today, guys, I'm thinking about the reason that I started my channel. I did this, I'm not going to talk about why I started my channel, right? I'm checking to see if my timer is still working, because my computer went off. Okay, yeah. Guys, this is something that happened today that has not happened to me in a long time. And I was just like really surprised at myself. It's no secret. It is no secret that I am a workaholic, or was a workaholic. And I'm not going to start talking about my job. I'm just trying to show you something what happened, right? Workaholic. But you know what? Today I was working, right? And I'm like, I don't want to work. I just did not want to work today. It just got to a point where I just wanted to log out, and just be done. Of course I couldn't, because there's stuff that had to be done. And I didn't take PTO, so I have to work, But I just did not want to work. And I'm thinking back, because like I said, I started my channel in last week in May, I think May 28th. And I'm just thinking about how every free moment I had, it was spent working. I wanted to work. It was just always work. But today, I still had a lot of work to do, but I was thinking about all the things that I wanted to do after work. So I'm at work, I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to log off so that I can do this, so I can do that, so I can work on my YouTube channel, so I can create my video, so I can start researching other content creators. There's just so much that I want to do. There's, and before I created my channel, I wasn't thinking like this, because all I wanted to do was work. And every time I go somewhere or go visit someone or whatever, they're always like, sure, you work too much. I'm like, oh no, I'm not working. Then I'd be trying to sneak and work, right? And I don't know, it just felt like work was just so much more important. And like nothing came before work. And now I'm only like 2.5 months into this YouTube channel. And I'm like, I don't want to work. there's life outside of work. There's things that I want to do that I can't do because I'm working, because I'm on the clock. But so, and just, that's progress for me. And it just makes me realize that starting this YouTube channel is really working, because I have these boundaries and I'm living by these boundaries. And when I clocked out today, I didn't care what wasn't done. I'm like, it'll get done tomorrow or whenever I have time. And hopefully my boss is not watching this. Guys, I love my job. I'm not going to love my job. I'm just saying that it's just nice that I'm able to separate myself from my 9 to 5. And it's nice that I'm discovering and I'm realizing there's so much more to life. And I was missing out all these years. You know what I think I was doing? What I was doing is, because like I said, when I moved to California, I was dealing with a lot. I had moved out here with my 4 children because my ex-husband and I were separating, right? So it was a lot. It was a lot trying to raise those kids up here in California by myself while he was in New Jersey. And then when I first moved out here, I stayed with my sister, had to find some place to live. So it's a lot. And then, I wasn't, when I first started at my job, I was a department secretary. Department secretaries don't make that much money. You know what I'm saying? So it was a real struggle. So, and then the fact that I was going through a divorce, it was just a lot for me, a lot. And I think what I was doing was using work to distract me from all the things that were happening in my life. All the stress, all the, the just dealing with a divorce and all of that and being a single mom. So work was like numbing cream, if that makes any sense. So work kind of like numbed the pain, and everything that I was going through. And for years, that's just what it was just work. But now, all that's behind me. I've been divorced for years, single for years, and I've just realized that I have been missing out on so much. I have been just giving so much of myself to that 9 to 5, not realizing that there's a whole world out there for me to explore. Not that I'm going to go broke going on vacations or anything, but it just feels good to, I don't know how to say this, to not want to work. It's normal, because what I'm experiencing right now, what I'm going through, is normal, and I should have been feeling like this years ago. And it's just, I don't know. I don't understand how. I don't understand how for years all I wanted to do was work, because that's not the case right now. That I'm looking, when I'm at work, I'm like, okay, is it time for me to clock out? Is it done? Is it, am I done? That's just where I'm at right now. And it doesn't mean I don't like my job. It's just that I want to get into my YouTube, my other things. I want to catch up on some shows. I want to catch up on some reading. I want to talk and connect with people. I want to do things, and just like, this is just, I don't know. It's just, I can't believe that I don't know. I said I'm not going to talk about the job. I just can't believe this. I'm happy. I'm happy about this. I'm happy with the direction that my life is heading, the direction that it's heading in. I'm just really happy and excited about that. I get to hang out with my daughter and my son, get to see my grandkids. I'm happy about that. I haven't seen them yet because, they're working. Brandy's not working right now. She starts back work next week. So I'll be by myself next week while she's working. But my children are working. They don't have any time off this week. So I probably will be able to see everybody this weekend. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm definitely going to see everybody next weekend. Can't wait to love on them grandbabies of mine. Can't wait. Yeah. So I also can't wait to watch one of my shows tonight too. I have so much stuff saved and lined up to watch, because I have not been really doing things that I really enjoy doing, because everything has been work. Everything's been for every weekend, every waking moment has been given and devoted to work, and so now that's all behind me. I have vacations coming up. I'm looking forward to. I have my, my little workout stuff that I'm doing, trying to get this weight off, trying to get myself in a healthier condition. I'm okay. I just want to be smaller. Trying to be smaller, trying to keep this blood pressure under control. My blood pressure is actually controlled right now, but my goal is to reduce the dosage of medication that I take that controls my blood pressure. And I think it's going to, with losing weight, I think that's going to help. Losing weight and the stress being reduced, that's all going to help with my blood pressure. So yeah. And of course, exercise. Exercise is key. Eating the right things, that's key. Oh, so another thing too, I have not really been tempted to eat the wrong things. I ain't gonna lie though, guys. I'm trying to look for. I had some Cheez-Its, cause my Brandy's I call him my nephew. Brandy's boyfriend Tyrese. He brought me some Cheez-Its, guys. I had to treat myself. I had a little something. I ain't gonna lie. I had some Cheez-Its and they were good. So, but other than that, I've been pretty good. I've been, eating the things that I normally eat. Because they picked up some of my items for me, did a little grocery haul, and I had some, my cottage cheese, my protein. I just had a Chomps bar too before I started this recording. So I'm feeling good. I'm not feeling hungry, because like I mentioned yesterday, I'm not trying to come out here for 2.5 weeks and gain 10 or 15 pounds. That's not happening. I'm going to eat what I normally eat. I am going to, every once in a while, dibble dabble. I have some snacks here, because we are going to, I think we're going to go to BBQs. So I'm excited about that. And Brandy and her boyfriend, they're going to take me, we're going to the Blue Note on Sunday in a lounge. Like, she has stuff planned. I'm so excited, so looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to visiting these different places. I really like being in New Jersey. I like being in New York. So it's good. This is good. This is a nice vacation. Next time, what I'm going to do next time, I'm going to honestly, I'm going to come out here again and I'm going to take PTO and I'm not going to work. I'm not. And people have been telling me all this time, years and years, Cherie, take some PTO and don't work. Why do you always have to work? Why do you, also before, I was like, because I got to get this done. I got to do it. No, I don't have to. I don't have to. The work will be there. I don't know why it took me to 62 to realize this, but yeah, I think my next vacation, no. PTO, baby. No working. No working. Because I have enough, I don't really need to, but because I said I would, I'm going to work. But the next one, not working. I think I'm not even going to bring my laptop. Well, I'm going to bring my personal laptop because I'm going to still be doing content. But that work laptop, that's going to stay home. I'm getting myself geared up, planning, get myself ready for retirement whenever that happens. I don't know when, but I'm going to start planning for it because there's so many things that I want to do. There are places that I want to go, and there's a whole world out there for me to explore. And I'll be damned if I want to spend the rest of these last couple of years working myself to crazy. Nope. The buck has stopped. I was going to say, the buck stopped here. The buck has stopped. Nope. I've woken up, come to my senses, and, no more. So, but it's, I don't want to make it seem like I'm unhappy. I'm not unhappy with my job. I love my job. I have a great boss who's super flexible. And here I go, talking about this damn job again. Oh my gosh. If my friend Wanda's listening to this, she's going to be like, Cherie, you're still talking about your job. Stop talking about your job. So I'm going to shift gears, guys, and I'm going to stop talking about this job. I'm going to stop talking about the job. But you know, it's kind of hard because that was the reason for the channel. So the thing is, it's a good thing, right? It's a good thing because the channel, starting this here YouTube channel, is what helped me realize that what I was doing all these years was not the right thing to do. So it's not, you know, it's kind of hard not to. But I have to reward myself and congratulate myself for the success that I'm achieving with these boundaries that I've been setting for myself. So it's a good thing. So I'm going to talk about the good things. I'm going to talk about the benefits of me having boundaries, setting them and living by them. Yeah, because it needs to be talked about, because maybe there's someone else, God help them, who is probably going through the same thing, who thinks that they have to give their all in all, give 200% to 9 to 5, and you don't have to do that. You just do what do what you're paid to do and go home. I mean, do a good job, of course. I'm not saying half step or, not care, but just do what you're supposed to do, and that's it. Because the reality is that everyone is replaceable. I don't care how good you think you are. I don't care how much you know. We are all replaceable, especially in corporate America. Someone else can come behind you. They may not do the job the exact way that you did it, or you're doing it, whatever it is, but they'll get it done. They will get it done. And that's what I'm learning. I am learning. My job is what I do. It is not who I am. It is not. So yeah, I just cannot wait to see. I can't wait to play back these videos maybe a year from now. Oh, you know what, guys, I want to tell you before I go on. So I did this experiment, right? This is the second day of the experiment. So and it was for me to record at least a 30-minute video, right? Without editing, because I'm not editing any of this stuff out. It is what I made so many mistakes, and it is what it is. So with the first video, right? The first video, which I did last night, which is unscripted. Why do I only have 9 views? I'm thinking it's too long. But you know what? It's the first one. I'm not going to edit. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to change it and say, hey, maybe 5 minutes only or 10 minutes. No, I'm going to continue to do my 30-minute videos, and whoever watches it, they watch it. Who doesn't watch it, then that's okay too. But this is, hopefully it's going to help me improve my communication skills. I noticed last night, I was watching the video, that I tend to click my tongue a lot, and I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that until I was rewatching the video. I'm like, okay, ooh, I got to work on that. That's not a good thing to do. But I'm hoping that I will have that under control. Now, I don't know how many times I've done it tonight. I'm pretty sure I've done it, and I won't know until I replay this video. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. Look, I just did it. I just did it. So guys, let me stop rambling. I'm about to go into my starting over moment, and I'm just going to do this on the fly. Like, this entire video has been on the fly. So I did things differently today. I didn't have a plan, but I have been consistent. And the consistent part is getting up, getting out, and moving. And I've been doing that. I'm eating my protein. So you know what? It's all good. It's not perfect, but it's done. And as always, guys, choose consistency over perfection. I hope you had a great day and a great evening. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.